I watch gang members married going on family visits every 2-3 weeks with their wife, but have a homosexual in the cell and calling shots with they click on the yard. So when you tell me we talking about gang members, right? I've known what I've seen gang members do. So are you saying because a person's a gang member, it's certain things that they won't do?
Okay, if there was a rapper and the whole world found out that behind bars he had some punks on deck, that rapper's career is over.
One just came out. I posted about it.
Who?
What's the Dlow? What's his name?
Bossman Dlow.
Bossman Dlow.
He was seemingly interested in having sex with a trans woman.
Listen, I posted about it. I said, listen, all y'all was Bossman Dlow fans when he dropped his music. I don't know if I'm telling the truth or not, but there's a possibility that this activity was already going on at the time Bossman Dlow dropped his music. And when y'all was bouncing y'all head to Bossman Dlow music, this was already who he was. Now somebody has exposed him and outed him. That doesn't say Bossman Dlow has changed, because that's probably who he was privately when you became a fan.
Okay, but people are astonished at the idea that a rapper who they thought was one type of dude might actually be another type of dude. Heterosexual, I guess.
I've never heard him.
And I'm not casting any kind of judgment on him. I f with him, I met him, great guy, love his music. People are understandably shocked.
Did he ever in his music address anti-community?
No, I don't think so.
He never addressed anti-community.
But I mean, why is this so hard to understand? If I found out that you were fucking dudes, yes, I would be astonished. Yes, everybody out there who is a fan of you as a podcaster would be astonished.
Who are you talking about?
They would freak the fuck out.
No,
in this example, you.
This is why is one rapper that I respect so much.
You're gonna name some gay dude?
Because no matter, no, I don't believe he's gay. I don't think this man is gay. He's a friend of mine. But no matter what controversial thing they put in front of him that he did or has done, he stands on it. They said, yo, we heard you had sex with your cousin. Yep.
Okay.
We was already together, had a family reunion or a family gathering. I seen her, she seen me. We realized we cousins. Did you have sex with her again? You goddamn right. Why would I stop now? Shout out Kevin Gates. Yo, we heard you taste your woman's pee. Yeah, I drunk it. You know what I'm saying? And this. So whatever you come at him with, he let you know that's his truth.
A trans girl that I know came out and did a whole interview talking about fucking Kevin Gates.
What are you talking about?
He didn't say nothing.
I don't know. You know, if you ask him, he gonna tell you. I don't know. I've never heard about that.
I think I think it was because Sharp did an interview with him. I think it was made clear to Sharp, don't ask about that.
Well, then
it never came out.
Did that mean it didn't happen? Because Gates gonna own it. He don't give. Man, Gates don't give. Listen, man.
I love Kevin Gates too.
Gates don't care what you think about him.
Right.
If you with him, you with him. If you ain't, you ain't.
Okay, but if a person really didn't care what anyone thinks about him, they would just talk openly about it. It's different with Kevin Gates. He gets accused of some shit, and then he just like never talks about it, which I respect.
What?
Okay, with the trans thing that I'm talking about.
Because it probably wasn't. If somebody put some BS out on him, he ain't gonna give it no life.
Okay, but if it was completely not true, don't you think he would disavow it? It's pretty easy to disavow it. If some dude said I would just say no, it's not true.
Everybody has had some BS put on them that we like, bro. I'm not giving that no light, because at that point I'm letting the people that put it out there win.
Okay, but
if you got to, if there was that going on, like dude, whoever this individual is, did Bossman Dlow, showed all the text messages or whatever,
yeah,
we would have seen something, bro.
Seen what?
Whatever they had to prove it.
They never met up.
So what? They had some text messages?
It's intent.
Huh? I get the fuck out of here.
They showed intent. Now,
what you mean show intent?
Are those text messages?
What, because he was cordial?
Are those text messages fake?
For what?
Potentially.
Bossman Dlow?
But Bossman Dlow didn't come out and say,
he never said,
yo, y'all falling for a bunch of fake text. He said, I'm a real street dude and real street shit could happen behind me.
That's no different.
That's not I would never do that.
That's no different than Young Buck sending that transgender that he knew was a transgender, a text message saying, I'm a real street nigga. Do you know what could happen to you if my homeboys find out you doing this?
Exactly, yeah.
Right? But we know that's what he was doing, right?
Can't we just accept that some significant percentage of heterosexual men want to fuck a trans person at some point in their life?
No, what we're going to accept
It's
is
not
that
gay to just once in a blue moon take a walk on the wild
what
side.
you're not going to do is change the narrative. That's gay.
He says
That's gay.
Damn.
That's gay. I'm telling him, miss me with that because you are from a gang. Because in prison, we watch people from gang that's married go to family visits and got a gay dude in the cell and calling shots and they click on the yard. This is what I've seen gang members do, right? Everybody in life does something that another group of people doesn't agree with. I don't give a damn if it's how you wash your hair, how you clean your house, everybody's doing something, especially sexually, right? Everybody's doing something that this group of people will say, I would never do that. You got some women that'll say, I will never have anal sex with a man.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
More power to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I just say with Bossman Dlow, keep your head up, bro. Keep dropping music, because if he was like that now, he probably was like that when he was dropping music.
Okay, here's the thing about Bossman Dlow. And again, love his music, think he's a great guy. But when I was first really getting into him, when he was blowing up maybe a year ago or 8 months ago or whatever it was, I bring him up on the podcast and somebody says, well, ever since those dick pics came out or whatever. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Remember
That make him gay too?
No. But remember when we had the whole episode where we talked about academics as leaked pics?
Yeah.
Okay, Bossman Dlow.
Well, you
very similar.
You had him. I told him I don't want to see that shit.
But all I'm saying is that Bossman Dlow, very beginning of his career, had this whole dick pic thing, and I'm gonna be real with you.
Who was it? From a female?
I assume, yes. But you saw his. It's not exactly. I saw it. It was not exactly.
You like looking at it.
Not exactly Jason Love. Let's put it like that.
Why do you got any concerns about a man's package?
Didn't even because when you listen to a rapper and he's great, you're kind of assuming that he's great at everything else, right?
So you're listening to a rapper and your mind is wondering about his manhood? You are a weirdo, bro.
In my mind, the idea that a rapper, a top tier, great, amazing rapper, also has a micro penis, it's kind of tough for me to wrap my mind around that.
But so when you meet or greet people, your mind go to Peter gazing and wondering how big they package is?
No, but if I've listened to a rapper for hours and hours.
What does that have to do with his manhood?
And they're talking about the bitches that they're fucking.
Okay.
I'm kind of thinking like, they probably got a thing on them.
Well, all males are born with a penis.
The leaked photos of Bossman Dlow paint a different picture. That some men are born with something that really almost doesn't even resemble a penis. I'm so sorry. I love your music. These pictures were brutal. That's the point I'm trying to get across. But all I'm saying is it never became a big story. You gotta let women
have that conversation.
It never became a big story. They did, for sure. But it never became a big thing. He just kind of ignored it, whatever. And I feel like the trans thing, like he makes good enough music. I think he'll skate right past it. I ain't tripping.
I just think he need to keep his head up, keep dropping music. These days, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Really, his next song need to be Bossman Down Low and troll himself.
I mean, Dlow is already like a gay thing, so.
I mean, just troll himself. Put Naughty Nerd Ninja in the goddamn video.
Yo, you always bigging her up.
No, the Naughty Nerd is a transgender
woman.
Yeah, so that means that's not a her. On the heterosexual mountain I come from, I respect.
There's a mountain?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we got our own mountain.
I'm gonna come and hang out there with Bossman Dlow, honestly.
The heterosexual mountain is heterosexual, is our rules.
Naughty Nerd Ninja, all I'm saying, you want to live as a woman, I will refer to you as a she, a her, him, bit of a caveman.
No, because the minute I do that, that means I'm reforming to that.
Right.
And there's no disrespect. I'm gonna respect how you want to be titled. But if you ask me, what is a transgender man? I'm gonna tell you it's a woman. What is a transgender woman? I'm gonna tell you it's a man. But they want to be called this, so I'll say, okay, you're a transgender woman. But I know what that is.
It's crazy. I have a trans op.
Huh?
I have a trans op. It's like a trans person that, like, when I see him, it's kind of like smoke in the air. It's like,
better leave that person alone. That's a hate crime.
It's not really a hate crime unless
Well,
they can like prove that you did it because they're
You
gay.
better let them get off on you first.
Okay.
Leave that alone. But shout out to Bossman, Dlow, man. Keep doing your thing.
You're gonna survive.
I know ordinarily you would have thought I'd have went in on you, but I like his music.